Yo, what's up? You already know, Spread the Word podcast. I'm here with Max.
Outside never end.
I'm also here with Mia again, our returning kind of standing manager. Making it work.
Yo, she's a regular for the show, bro. You
Yeah,
heard?
honestly, she's part of the team.
She's definitely part of the team.
How you doing today, Mia?
What up? I'm good.
How you feeling?
Chilling.
First day of February. Clap it up for black people. Let's fucking go. We built the fucking world along with the other people that aren't white.
3, we're gonna throw our fists up.
I'm
1,
not.
2, 3.
Black lives matter.
She fucked me up. She said, I'm not. I ain't gonna laugh, bro. What? Like.
You heard it here, guys. It's not Black History Month anymore because Mia said it's not.
Okay, whoa. Let's
You
not
said
put
it, so.
Nah, let's not put that on me. Let's not put that on me.
Sorry. But yeah, so earlier we interviewed Riley Lanes a little bit, got a little talk about her. She's super dope.
We're gonna give y'all a little snippet of that at the end of this episode as well. So we'll get a full close up on that. It was a close and real cool 6 minutes. Like y'all gonna like that.
But now, you know, we asked some questions about like her favorite artists, and I'm thinking this Black History Month. Why don't we start spreading some of the best female Black R&B artists? Start questioning people.
When you think about it, bro, her outline was crazy. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, she's young, but she got like an old soul.
Mm-hmm. She said Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, Lauryn Hill.
I'm like,
Missy.
How?
Or Mary J. Blige, not Missy.
Yo, she messed me up. She messed me up. So in a good way.
Yeah. You know any of those? You know?
No.
No, stop playing.
No, I'm so serious. I don't.
Not even.
I mean, maybe also I wasn't really paying attention. I kind of just zoned out, but that's not my fault.
You know Lauryn Hill.
I've heard of her.
Okay, as long as.
But I don't think I've actually ever listened to her music.
Well, maybe that's why you're at this point in life. See, when you start listening to Lauryn Hill.
This is why our manager's the way she is, y'all. I thought I was a narcissist.
Whoa.
Get the camera.
Whoa, I am not a narcissist.
This is why I'm talking.
Harrison said, "This is why I'm talking."
But I don't know, cause a lot of my like artists that I listen to is like reggae, so like a lot of them are like.
But so you know Erykah Badu.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely Erica.
Yeah.
I get that vibe.
But one of my favorites is Coffee.
Who?
Coffee.
I think KOFEE.
KOFFE.
Yes. KOFFE. I listened to them.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
What's her like vibe?
It's like reggae, kind of just more like upbeat. Her new album just came out, and I literally listened to it on repeat. My favorite song, Lockdown. We can't listen to it now.
Oh yeah,
because of copyrights.
Later,
but like,
this is the second time we almost got sued. Two lawsuits in one day is crazy. I was to protect the brand. Nah, but listen, man, you just messed me up. You guys ever heard of Tierra Whack?
I love Tierra Whack.
Tierra Whack.
She's real. You should
yeah,
listen to
totally.
Fuck with Tierra? She's out of Philadelphia.
She don't know no
Yeah,
damn
no,
Tierra.
I'm like, yo, she's fucking with me. Man. I figured it out at the end though, right?
You ever listen to Lil Sims?
Lil Sims,
British black woman, amazing albums.
I rock with the whole UK movement, bro.
UK
Gigs.
Awesome.
You got Gigs. You got
Skepta.
Oh, Skepta. Who else?
What's his name?
Bro, you got a whole bunch of them. Gigs son is actually starting to rap.
Dave.
Bro, UK is insane.
They about to take over drill for us. Cause I'm be honest, New York, we're not doing good with the drill.
I feel like, oh my god, that's so funny that you say that.
Segment.
That's so funny that you say that, because I was literally looking at a video of these two men that live in the UK. Like, they're old ass men.
Oh, those old white guys
and
that be rapping?
they actually they actually say bars. Like,
them dudes is gangsta out there.
No, like, it's crazy. And people, like, they have, like, fangirls. Like, their venues are sold out.
Like, old guys.
Old dudes.
Like, we can't have that here.
I know, we can't have that.
We can't have that here.
No, you would never see that.
Yeah,
You would be
R. Kelly
looked at as, like, a
situation.
pedophile. Like,
Yeah.
they're just, like, predators. Like,
Excellent. Nah, that shit is ill. Like, yo, I want to ask you a question. Like, yeah, how do you feel about the drill movement? Like, what's your whole take on the genre of drill? And just give us an honest opinion. Like, how do you feel about the music?
I feel like nowadays a lot of people, like, you know, like the whole, like, oh, like, we're gonna get sturdy to this, like all of that, like that's been going on for a very long time.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I feel like a lot of people now in our generation think that they like came up with those dances.
Yeah.
But if you look back in it in like the 1900s, they already were doing
Yeah.
it.
It was really good stuff,
They
right?
already had
Yeah,
everything.
dudes doing like weird, like.
Yeah.
Like,
But nowadays people think that they're like they came up with this, like, oh yeah, like we came up with this and stuff. I'm like, no you didn't. Like do your research before anything. And there is some drill songs that are good, I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but it's also a lot of them are diss tracks
Yes, for sure.
towards people. And then they end up getting killed because of those diss tracks.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, why can't you rap about flowers or something? Like,
Yeah, it was
Hey, real. What happened to just
Yo,
rap about
flowers
life?
is crazy.
The problem is a lot of these rappers don't see another side of life. They only know what they have lived in and don't know what they can live through. You know.
Right. And here's my opinion as well. Like I look at life differently because I grew up like a lot of the most prominent drill rappers like that are sizzling today. I know them personally. They're kin to me. So I understand their story. I understand where they are and why they are the way they are. But I come from the same place. Not to say that I still don't have a piece of that that's still in me today, right? Because does that ever go away?
Right.
But I was able to expand. So I feel like we do that a lot for us, bro. And
Yeah.
That's an issue. Like, bro, we're only trapped inside of our heads, not in our environment, bro.
No, and I get that too, cause like I grew up in Queens, but I wasn't there my whole entire life. So
She said Queens.
No, but like
what part? That's the question.
Forest Hills and Ozone Park.
Oh my gosh, nah, I don't know. Forest Hills.
So
It's a
like
little hectic.
yeah. Like I have stories of my dad telling me that sometimes he would like walk out to like a dead body in front of it.
I
Like
thought she was about to say Astoria.
no. But when I used to live out there, like there was a lot of stuff that I was like aware of. So like everything that I learned out there is how I am now.
Where you at now? If you don't mind us asking. No, you don't gotta give us a.
Yeah, give us your exact coordinates.
Where?
Somers.
Somers.
So you know where Peekskill is?
Yeah.
You know where Yorktown
Oh,
is?
you're up there.
I'm up there. Yeah. So
From Queens. too,
yeah.
up
So
there.
like now it's so different because knowing that
Clap it up.
nah,
That's
it's
real.
so different because now that like knowing that my mom would literally walk me down the street, we would walk everywhere. Like I would be in the stroller while she'd be walking me, and now it's just like we have to drive everywhere that we need to go. Like it's just like there's nothing close to me.
Facts.
So it's so different now than it was when I was younger. Because like even so then, my mom would be like, "Oh, you want to go to the park? Okay, go." Because it was right across the street.
Right.
So she can see
Literally.
me through her window and she knows like if anything happens. Like, but now you can't even do that. Like you can't even let your children go out there by themselves. Like you have to be watching them, which is so sad because now it's just like changed so much. But not gonna lie, living in Queens has taught me a lot, and I feel like that defines the person that I am today.
Yeah.
Like that's why I still low key kind of have like that gangster side to me.
Okay.
People are like,
shout out to me is gangster side, y'all.
that rarely comes out. You have to get me really mad for that to come out.
I'm not looking forward to
But,
seeing
like,
that.
I don't think I know.
I don't think I thought
That on camera.
normal angry me.
Nah.
Me's gangster side, we're good.
yeah. But it's just like
We are good.
I kind of like hid that part away from me because like when I went to the school that I do go to now, it's just like it's so different. Like it's so different. Like they weren't as loving. Like they were all like very conceited people, and you can see that.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, I wear designer,
That's crazy.
but if you don't, you can't come here. Like you can't be friends with us. I'm like,
these were
ain't no way.
What was like the racial demographic in this school? It was like a little mixed, or was it? Just
it wasn't mixed at all.
You look
It
like
was-
blood.
I could literally count how many African Americans were on my hands in my school.
Oh man, these kids care about designer and stuff like that.
Yeah, they
See,
they
like-
were whitewashed into thinking that it was
That
okay
shit mattered.
because like they wanted to fit in, and I'm over here. I'm like I'm Korean and Indian. I don't want to fit in with any of you guys.
As you should.
Like-
That's a fact. Okay, what the fuck?
But majority of it was all like it's white populated. I live in a white populated area,
Yeah.
and also my parents did that because they wanted me to go to a good school and like
Live
have a
better
good
life.
education. Exactly. So it's just like it's just crazy because now I'm I thought I would want to fit in, but now I'm like, I don't want to fit with anybody.
Stand out.
Yeah,
Why would we want to fit in?
Yeah, I felt that, bro.
Who wants to fit in, really?
Exactly.
It's all about conditioning, really. Nobody generally says, "Oh, I want to be invisible and seen up with the masses, with the crowd."
Yeah.
I was always leading the crowd, bro. I was like the what's that? What's the name of that? Like the head of the pack. So it was like wolves and
The alpha.
The alpha, right. So I've always been alpha. I've never been the person to see somebody doing something and say, hey, I should do that. Like, bro, I don't know why. Because there's people who literally live their life like that, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think they're followers.
It's how you're raised, and it's how confident and how able you are to get out of your comfort zone. Really.
I mean, there's a certain boundary with that. Like, for me, my sister, like, I looked up to my sister. I still do to this day. Like, I'm literally going into the same field as my sister. But, like,
what does she do?
She works in the music industry.
Shout out to me and sister.
So,
we need her, man.
So it's kind of just like, it's just different because everything that my sister did is what I wanted to do. So, like, my sister played piano. I wanted to learn piano. She played violin. I wanted to learn how to play violin. Like, she's so good at singing. Like, her voice is, like, literally amazing. And I started not learning, but, like, I know how to sing, too, because of her. And it's just, like, a lot of things that I do is because of my sister. And I feel like I don't really tell her that enough. But it's just, like, I look up to her in that way. But for family, that's okay. But for, like, other people that you barely know, and they're just like, oh, this person got a tattoo? I want the same exact one in the same spot.
Yeah,
no,
right.
You're weird.
Like, super weird, bro. Like, that makes no sense.
And social media, too. Social media does that. It makes us think, especially with relationships. We see relationships on TikToks and Instagram where, like, goals. I want that. Even though you could have something really good going on with you have right here, you want to be this pitch.
The whole time, Shorty probably gets beat every night.
Yeah.
God forgive me. I'm not even trying to be harsh. Like,
no, that's true.
Beat every night.
Sure.
But for that picture, they just look super.
That's probably true, and there's a lot of things like that. Like, a lot of people portray it and just be like, yeah, like, we're so happy, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you post your whole life on social media, there is no way that you're happy.
They got you.
The funny thing,
like,
that's the funny thing. I had to speak. I spoke about this right on one of the homies podcasts. He gave me an option. He said it's either you choose social media, your businesses, or your school. I said you have to drop one. I dropped social media.
Oh, yeah.
I would drop social media too.
Like, I've utilized social media, bro, as a reverse. So people probably think like this. He's in love with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the business.
No, yeah. And even to then, like, I don't like posting my relationships on social media. Like, if you look through my Instagram page, it's literally pictures of just me. Like, there's nobody.
That's a fact.
No, but, like, there's nobody else on it. And the reason why I do that is because why do I want my followers and the people that I know to be so involved with my life?
Yeah.
And when I say that to, like, people that I'm in a relationship with, they're like, oh, you're hiding something. I'm like, no, you can go through my phone. Check it. Do whatever you
say
want.
That to me, bro.
Like,
that's
hiding something.
Facts.
And
like, why is your page private?
Like, no, so that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of standards to, like, a perfect relationship. Like, no, like, I want to have a perfect relationship without other people getting involved. Because if you do it that way, everyone and their mama is like, oh my god, what happened? You guys broke up? Oh my god, like, are you okay? Like, are you still single? Like, are you still together? Like, stop talking to me.
Parasocial relationships. People start to feel they're part of your relationship when it's just a one-to-one.
Exactly. Right. And especially people that you don't know either. Like, like, I would post, but to, like, my close friends. That's it. I won't post on, like, so everyone can see it. And also, like, I don't want confrontation because there still is people that are like, oh, but I want her, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to get her.
Excellent.
Or
haters
like,
everywhere.
Exactly. If you don't have haters, you're not living.
Hater blocker segment. Throw the hater blockers on.
No.
Hater blocker
segment. There's people lurking everywhere. Okay. And the thing is, I learned this recently.
Silently too, and creepily.
Those are the worst though.
I learned this recently. A lot of us call people friends that we just get along with, but we need to start calling them associates. You know?
Oh no.
We call people our friends.
No.
Really not.
I call them acquaintances.
Acquaintances, yes.
They know they're my acquaintances.
Right.
The only reason why I'm speaking to you is because you're in my general premise area.
Right.
I'm not gonna go out of my way.
Here.
So be like, oh my god, how's your day?
Right.
You look so good. No, you're not my friend.
Outside of here, you probably wouldn't even be able to hold a conversation with
right.
me. You'd see me and be like, this is not how you are in school. And you'll be uncomfortable. Not say like, I'm like, no, I'm actually like, bro, you'll just be like, nah, this is insane. So I know I can't be the way I am outside of like here. It's crazy. We just have this conversation off air.
Mm-hmm.
Then I know you're not my friend. Like I see Harrison a day after church or while I leave church or a family gathering or a close like little meeting or something with some good friends of mine. I'm gonna see him and we're gonna have a conversation and it's gonna be normal, right? It's not gonna be weird. But if I see somebody else, I've had this happen to me. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like they're gonna be like lost, bro. Because there's just, you can just tell the fakeness, the fabrication, and it's just, bro. Like,
they would be like, for me.
Don't be afraid, bro. And I'm offended. Like, why are you scared? I don't bite. Like,
nah, for me though, I feel like I'm definitely way too friendly. So.
I hate that term, bro.
No, but I am. Like, I am way too friendly. And I get myself. I get myself into problems where I'm just like, how did I even end up here?
Yeah, no. Okay, now that you put it that way, bro. Like, but see, I think people mistake our friendliness as a weakness. But that's where we're stronger.
Or they don't respect it.
It's good. Okay, so it's good to be a friendly, kind person.
Yeah.
And like treat everybody with respect. You don't have to be a dick to some random person. Just treat everybody on the same human level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when we come to the term friends, a friend is someone that you have like real conversations, real secrets and stuff with. Like that's somebody close to you, not some person you just see in the day. You can talk to that person at any time. That's their friend, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've called a lot of people my friends and realize, oh, they wouldn't do the same. They just here. Yeah. They just here because we had school together. Like
right, or there were opportunities.
We have to talk, right?
They saw a moment, seized that moment, sucked you dry, left.
Right.
And I'm not listen, man.
And it makes us feel bad for being good people.
And see, I was just about to say, I've been a part of. I'm 24, bro. So I'm 24, but I'm like 48. So I could care less, and not in a sense where I'm like trying to utilize that as a blocking or a protection mechanism, but it's because you kind of, as you get to this point where I'm at now, as soon as off the back you meet somebody, you can place them in your life of who they're going to be. Like, okay, this person's gonna be this person, this person's gonna be this person. Like you, when I leave WCC, I know if I'm ever in a serious situation, I can still write you on Instagram and talk to you about it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because of the conversation we've had outside of. So that's how you have to become. You have to literally know how to meet somebody, bro, and just be like, all right.
I also feel like that's a problem of mine as well. Like just speaking about it in general, people know that no matter what they have done to me or whatever, like I will always be there for them, no matter what. Like you can do me the dirtiest of the dirtiest, and I will still be there for you if you needed me. And it's just like I never really learned from that because it's just that's how I've always been. And even to just like the relationship that I'm in now, like he's constantly being like, you can't take everyone's problems. Like how do you expect to better yourself if you're taking everyone's shit in and you're not doing anything for yourself? And then
Skull, what up?
But it's just like I never really realized that because no one has ever told me that. Like I've never had anyone be like, oh, you're taking everyone's like shit in, and you're never talking about your own problems. You're just taking everyone's energy.
It's a real person. That person like really likes you.
Exactly.
I'm telling you that.
And it's just like, it's crazy to me because I'm like, whoa. Like I took a few steps back and I'm like, oh shit, like you're right.
Oh yeah.
And then it got to the point where he just like, and sometimes I feel like when you do have problems, if you try to put it on me, I'm like, no, that's not my intention at all. I'm just not used to having people be there for me. Like, there's a difference.
That's crazy.
But it's just like, at the end of the day, like, I feel like being too friendly does get you in situations where you're just like, fuck.
You could have
And then you're friends with the wrong people that are doing wrong
Exactly.
things, and
Oh man.
now how do you say, oh, I'm not really down with that?
Exactly. Like, how do you like? I don't want to do that.
I kind of like the way he pointed to me, like.
How do I let him down easy?
Honestly, yo, real shit. Like, it just goes back to your morals, man. Who are you?
Mhm.
Like, I've been fortunate enough. You said something last episode that it left me. It left with me. You said, you see Max, I could never I know him, I see him once when he goes to church, but you never hear him trying to, and when I'm like, yo, like, was that a good or a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing.
It was a great thing, right? But every conversation you have with your peers, you have to evaluate it.
Mhm.
Right.
It was powerful because I'm like, damn, like, I'm really living what I preach. I
Mhm.
preach balance.
Yeah.
A lot. I talk to people about having a life outside of the ministry, and even to a certain, I don't want to say outside of God because you're supposed to always have God, but just not being that type of person.
Mhm.
And I'm fortunate that I was raised in the way I was raised. I grew up around the people that I grew up around, because as messed up as this is about to sound, I got a first-hand look at what I never wanted to live or be like. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So how many people are fortunate enough to have that?
I can say the same.
Like, bro.
I've been through a lot of stuff that I never thought that I would experience in my life, but I did. And
Yeah.
it's just like, without those stuff happening,
Yeah.
it would not make you the person that you are today.
Yeah.
Like, and not saying that it defines you, but it definitely shapes you into the person that you are. Because you take your lessons from that. You take everything that you learn. And honestly, I don't believe in God, but like, I thank God for everything that has happened to me.
Don't say that.
Like,
she believes in God, you know?
Like,
she believes in something.
I'm thankful for everything that I've been through, because I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Like, it wouldn't make me feel the way that I do about things or analyze the things that I do the way that I do because of what I've been through in my past. And I'm 22 years old, but I've been through some shit.
You're 44.
Like,
48.
like midlife crisis and everything. Dyed the hair, like, like
yeah, I went bald. I had a bald face. Y'all would have not talked to me. I'd be like, bro, who is this? Like, bro, I was really, and it wasn't like I wasn't me. I was still me, but I remember talking to my mom about it. She's like, bro, you look scary. This is my mother, you know? And I guess I'm already a masculine man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, speaking of, like, I just seen Juan Carlos and he shook my hand. This is our first conversation. He's like, yo, what do you want to do when you leave here? I'm like, I'm a business owner already. He's like, good, because you're going to be whatever. He's like, because I can feel it. We had Riley Lane. She's like, I felt your energy. Mm-hmm. So what I'm starting to realize, right, is I live a certain way. I don't try. You don't try. You don't try. Like, you guys are the way you are. And it's either you're going to like us or you're not going to like us. You feel me?
Exactly.
Now,
if you don't have haters, you ain't living.
You ain't popping.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't popping. We're going to stop clapping. We're going to stop, you know? When somebody say the
haters are our generators.
The haters are our generators. And I got hate tatted, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, the way I came up, where I came up, I was able to make gold out of dirt. And I realized, and there's two reasons why I would never be a racist, right? This is OD side fact. Like, whoa.
What? How did we get into this?
Right? One is because I met an old Caucasian man when I was young, and this guy was probably one of the best dudes I've ever met in my life, right? And then two is because I've seen what my own people have done to us, coming from where I came from. So I said this on my Instagram when I posted the situation about Tyree. Evil has no skin shade, bro.
Right.
And I don't care. Like, you could be how you are. When I meet you, you could, whatever. But for me, I've adapted and I've understood the origin of life so much that I understand that.
Who are you blowing kisses to?
Your stepsister. She's like a ghost.
But
now,
I don't got
that was Allison. But come on, man. You gave me a topic. Yo.
She would never be racist.
Yeah, I can never be, bro. Like, I'm genuinely a lovable person. I know what religion is. I know what spirituality is. And I'm very, very balanced in life. So I've even broken down what that really is. What people look at when they speak about that is, oh, black and white. It's much deeper than that.
Right.
So
I hate that. I hate when they say black on black crime. If somebody come up to rob me in Chicago and he's black, I say, "Oh yeah, you black. I'm gonna take your damn money. I'll take your damn money. You get shit.
I got robbed, bro.
Like, come on.
I say like you get upset.
Black on black crime. That's just crime. Why are we putting a color on it?
But that's crazy because they would never say a white on white.
Right. Why don't white crime in the military?
Recently, this is one thing that I always get into arguments with my parents about. I'm like, I'm not gonna put my parents' business out there, but whatever.
Just a little
They
his parents' business.
they raised me to love and to care for everyone, no matter what they look like. It doesn't matter. To always have an open heart, and that's what I've been doing all my life. But we were also talking about how not once have they ever seen a white person like be on TV, be on like CNN or whatever. Since they've literally been here, they're just like, the only time that I can say that I saw a white person is when they did that shooting or whatever, when that guy like shot a rifle or something on like a Black Lives Matter parade or whatever. The police officers offered him water instead if he wanted some water. Are you kidding me?
But you gotta understand,
bro. And he got away with it as if nothing happened. Like he literally had nothing on his hands.
He became a celebrity off of shooting two people.
He did.
He's a hero.
A hero.
Wherever he lives right now in this community, he's most likely deemed like the protector.
Imagine he starts rapping.
Nah, he would never.
Yeah.
That's the quickest way to die.
2023 bingo.
Don't rap, bro.
I feel like he definitely will, because if you really think about it, that's how all artists are now.
Yo, he's gonna be
hold up. You got Bad Baby literally was on Dr. Phil and turned her song.
Bad Barbie. I'm like, Bad Baby.
No, Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
That's her name.
That's her name.
The little white girl, Catch Me Outside.
Bad Baby.
It's Bad Barbie.
The Catch Me Outside girl.
We didn't fight about this.
Bad Baby.
I would call her a Bad Barbie in my head at the time.
But she literally went on Dr. Phil because she was giving her mom problems.
And became
not even a year later.
Famous, bro.
Put out a song called Catch Me Outside.
Only
and got famous.
And the thing is, you only see this with rap. You don't see somebody go on some random talk show and be like, yeah, now I'm going to start a band. I'm going to start a rock band. Jazz artist. Be a soul.
Talk about how we don't care about
they just be latching on to the culture like it's some...
And that's the biggest problem, bro.
Right. We let people into this culture too easily.
Harrison just gave y'all a free dilemma of game, bro. How the hell is it easy to jump into our market, but when it's time for us to get right financially, build a financial foundation and get into financial literacy, businesses, life insurance, equity, investments, longevity. Oh, nah, that's some other stuff. Like, you trying to get me, bro. They've done it to us. And now we're so mentally gone that we think when we're trying to do it, it's French.
Adhering to white people.
I didn't want to say that.
Right.
But they call it, you're doing white people, SHIT. Right. How?
It's a
or just like the standard stuff today, like if you get Starbucks, you're like, oh, you're on your white girl.
I'm gonna drink a coffee.
or like, wow, like that's white trash.
We give the Caucasian community
too much credit. When we made every genre of music that is popular. We made country music, rock music, rap music, jazz music. Folk music.
Can sit here all day.
Nah, cause he's in tune. I've been watching Harrison for the longest, right? Mm. And what I've learned about Harrison is he is like a person where he reminds me of my older brother. He's different, very different, right? And I respect that about him because he's gonna actually be able to move forward and do some amazing things without being blocked because of how free he is mentally. You know what I'm saying? To a certain aspect, same thing with you, Mia. You're free. Why I say that? Because you have an on and off switch. Anybody who has an on and off switch is free. Right. Why? Because it takes special discipline to be able to, I don't want to say we're acting, right? But to be able to
assimilate.
Turn it on.
Right.
Like be like, yo, well not you're not gonna say yo, but as soon as something's happening, like you feel me? It's an on and off switch. Mm-hmm. You have to be cut from a special part.
And you gotta be in control of your energy. That's another thing. People don't know how to be in control of their energy.
That shit is.
So you're getting off the wrong vibes and you end up in circumstances that could endanger your life, or it could make your life better, depending on how you access that energy.
I'm in control of everything, bro. I swear. Den of Thieves. This is really not a good show to watch, or movie, I should say. But the dude, Ice Cube's son, O'Shea, said, I'm in full control of my surroundings, and people don't know it. And I don't care because I can say it, and it's not going to change anything, but that's just me, bro. I will literally walk into a place, bro, and I've already been there like an hour before, and I'll walk in like I'm like a newbie and just like it's just a projection of your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't know how to explain it. You have to be one of those type of people to understand it. Like, and it's all about energy. If you walk into a room with your head down and you punch into a little corner, guess what? You're gonna be a person with your head down, punch into a little corner. Loud and proud, and then you bring yourself down a little bit. Who the hell is this guy? Why is he so loud?
You must have something to say. You must have a purpose.
Let's explore that purpose. And people will be able to explore and take the good and the bad. And if it's good, they're gonna latch on. If it's crap, you'll be yesterday's crap.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
And on that
Like
note, I gotta sign off.
For real. It's been good. Spread the word podcast. Never forget these words. They will save your life. I promise you. Listen up. Open your eyes, open your ears, open your mind. Spread the word. You heard.
Mia saved my life.
I did not save your life.
Yo, I get that.
I did.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Mia.
Dude, stop the thing.
31 minutes.